Every new release from Neo ends up somehow becoming my favorite release from them, and the Neo65 Core Plus is no exception. This keyboard is ridiculous. First off, it looks good. It is definitely minimalist like the Neo ethos tends to be. It looks simple, the bottom is also simple. It reminds me a lot of the Neo65 CU, which shares the same DNA, but it has a bit of that two-tone going on the bottom, which I really actually prefer to the CU. This is personal preference, it's not better or worse. But the thing I do like about it over the CU is the finish. This finish is silky smooth. It reminds me a lot of their Neo 80, which I believe is their best finish to date. This is very, very close. Not quite, but it's very, very close. And this side profile is gorgeous. I love the rounded edges that the Neo65s have, and I hope they really continue on with it in their other keyboards. This board is also ridiculously easy to build. You literally just build the keyboard PCB assembly and then you just drop it right in. No cables needed. And if you want it to be wireless, you totally can. Overall, looks good and is beautiful. But feel-wise, nothing much to write home about here. I mean, yeah, it feels good and soft to type on, but there's not a whole lot of flexibility going on. You can't get it to be super flexible if that's what you want. You can get it to be super stiff if you'd like, but not the other way around. You can still get that soft bottom out, but because the PCB is 1.6 millimeters and has no flex cuts, you're not gonna get a whole lot of flexibility there. Sound-wise, it's on the deeper end for a Neo board. It's still on the brighter side or on the higher pitch side compared to other keyboards in this price range, but for a Neo board, it is definitely deeper. It could also just be the switches that I chose, but honestly, I don't think so. I think this board truly is just that tiny bit deeper. It's very clean, it's bright, it's crisp, and in some configurations, you may notice that there's a little bit of hollowness, but there's zero metallicness, zero ping, and zero resonance. This thing sounds good, so here it is now. Finally, let's talk value. This thing is ridiculous value. It starts at $105, which I don't recommend. I actually recommend going for the $135 option where you get a plate and hot swap. I just don't think it's worth soldering this thing unless you really love it and don't want to experiment, which I guess could be me, but personally I do prefer hot swap in this case. But yeah, this thing is so cheap for what you're getting. It is beautiful, it is built incredibly well, and it sounds and feels great to use. I don't think you could ask for more from it. I think it's honestly something that I prefer over the Neo65 CU. I definitely like it more than the Neo65 OG, but if you have either of those keyboards, I don't know if this is worth getting. I would just get a different keyboard, or honestly, don't just buy a keyboard and be happy with what you have already. But for those of you who are in the market for something, this is a strong consideration, especially if it's within your budget. This is honestly the best in its price class, bar none. In my opinion, of course. And yeah, that's kind of all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.